Well, hello, good morning, everyone. I thought we'd first have a look back at a couple of our I Wonders from previous weeks. So there's our one about forgiveness. The message of Easter is forgiveness. And then here's just about last week's one, which was signs of new life. And I showed you those seeds and things, didn't I? I talked about some of the seeds of ideas coming through. And today, our little I Wonder question is this one, which is, I wonder, where would I take Jesus if he were here again today? Now, the little thought for this makes me think of places that are special to us. Some of you might have somewhere in your house that's really special to you, that you go to by yourself or with someone else, and it's just somewhere that you are really feeling safe and really happy. It might be your bedroom, it might be under your bed, it might be in a cupboard, it might be at the kitchen table, just somewhere special. And I'm sure that Jesus would be interested in going to those sorts of places and seeing our everyday lives as they are. Now, at the moment, lots of us will have explored our houses, and if we're lucky enough to have a garden, explored those in huge detail, because lots of us are staying at home and not able to go out the house. And our thoughts might turn to other special places that we able to go to. There might be places in the local area, like a park nearby, or somewhere, just a little patch of land, just not too far from your house. One of the places I go to, because I don't live in Ilkley, I live over in Harrogate, is called the Stray, and it's a big patch of green land, especially put aside for people to go and visit. And it's really interesting because these days it's incredibly empty. So you can go there, have a walk, have a little run around, and then come back home, and it's a good walk. And I did that this morning actually. I went to see the Stray, look at some of the flowers on the way, and we also looked at a war memorial, because this week some of you will know that it's VE Day, all to do with the end of the Second World War. So we did a little round walk to look. So that was another little special place. But it got me thinking about other special places, and because this I Wonder question is more about where in the world would I take him. And we got a picture of a map here of United Kingdom. But I thought, first of all, of somewhere special that I'd want to share with anyone important in my life. And it's somewhere that you might not expect. Now, one eagle-eyed person who watched these collective worships, the last few, has noticed something in the background. And I'm just going to go and have a look what's in that thing now. This might not happen every week, but it's happening today. So up here, there's a little box, and I've popped something in here today. It's quite dusty, but I popped something in here today, ready to help us with our little story today about a special place. And here it is. Now, it might not look very amazing. It's just a red sort of t-shirt. It's very faded. Look at this. Got number 10 on. It's been washed off so many times, and you see from the label it was it's very old. It's all faded, been washed lots of times. And on the front here it's got some letters and some symbols and things. I'm really sorry, I had a phone call I had to go and get. No, just telling you about this t-shirt, wasn't I? Anyway, so yeah, on the front there's some letters and numbers, and I'll tell you what those mean a bit later when I've explained about this very special place. Now, when I was 19 and at university, I was thinking about becoming a teacher. And I wasn't too sure if I really, really, really wanted to do this job for the rest of my life. And I thought, do I really enjoy working with children? So I looked into something where you can go and work with children for the whole of the summer. Because at university, you normally work a bit like at school, work all year round from September till June, July, and then you have a summer break. But I thought, instead, I'll get a job in that break to see what it's like. And the job I did was working in a summer camp. Now, some of you will have heard of a summer camp. If you have seen some American films, they go to them. And it's something that, if from the age of about 7 or 8, lots and lots of children in America go to for perhaps a week or 2 weeks or 4 weeks or 8 weeks, all by themselves. And the camp I went to was from children from 8 years old up to 16 years old. So, and they were all boys, all boys. So this summer that I went in 2002, I went to work there, and I ended up had to teach music, so that was my main thing I taught. But I also taught sports, so I taught frisbee and juggling. Some of you remember I learned to juggle there and things, it was great. I had a fantastic summer. But it's somewhere now that when I start to think about important places to me, it holds a lot of importance, because it's somewhere that lots of people that I love and know really well have not seen and have not shared. It's a long way away, and it would be tricky for me to go and visit again, because it's an 8-hour flight away to go to America. At the moment, that's even harder because lots of people aren't travelling. But even in normal times, it's a long flight away, and then it was a long coach ride to get there in the middle of the mountains, and it wasn't a straightforward thing to do. I'd have to take time off work. And right now, that special place, my family at the moment, my friends, all of them, I've never been there and shared it with me. So what I'd really like to do is to take them there one day and show them this camp where I work, the summer camp called Camp Airy. But actually, the truth is, I might not ever be able to take them there and show them the camp like it was. The best version of that camp is actually here. It's in my memory. Now, as humans, we have a brilliant set of skills in our brain. And one of our skills is to be able to imagine places and remember places and remember things and objects and people and time. And because we have that skill to remember them, we also have the skill to describe them. So if I close my eyes now, I can picture myself at summer camp on a huge green field that was actually going a bit yellow because there was so little rain that summer. And I can picture the huge driveway that cut through the middle of the field and went up the hill to the rest of the camp, because most of the sports were down the hill at the bottom. I can picture the huge sports stadium nearby that had blue and white seats all around the edge, and the really hard floor of the gym where you played basketball. And I can picture me wearing this. And I can picture the feeling I had when I put it on. And actually, a cool thing they did in America, I don't know if you know, can see, is they actually cut off the sleeves at the time. That was a really trendy thing to do. Every time I put it on now, I think, I wish I'd left those sleeves on, because it would be even more useful. But it's another little bit of a memory. Now, I don't have many memories left of that camp. I have some photographs and some physical things like this. But most of the actual important things to remember are here. Now, when we're thinking about places we'd take someone, you might be thinking about your special places and places that you're missing. And they are very important because we miss them. That might sound a bit funny, but if something is so important to you and you remember it so well that you miss it, I just think that's a really lucky position to be in. If there's a person you're missing at the moment, perhaps it's someone in your extended family, or a place that you used to go quite often and you're not able to, we're actually very lucky that we've had that ability to go there and to know those people and those places so well that we're missing them now. And in these times, it's important that we remember that those times will come again. And if we're not able to take those people to those places, we can talk about them. We can remember them. So if you've not had a chance to yet, have a think about a special place. And if you've never had time to describe it, even if it feels like just a tiny place in the garden, describe that place to someone else and show them just how important it is to you. Just like I've tried to give you a tiny, tiny snippet of how I can imagine myself back there at that summer camp, surrounded by beautiful green grass, and that feeling of wearing this and going back up the hill at night time and going into my bunk, and the smell of the woodland all around. All those things are just there in my memory. we've just got an amazing ability to be able to do that, to describe things, to put other people in that picture. So take the time, just like we think about where we'd take Jesus. If you're not able to take them there physically now, or unable to go and see that person or that thing or that place, just remember it, because that's an incredibly special ability we have, and something that's really useful in these times at the moment. Just realised I completely forgot to explain my t-shirt, so I will do really quickly. ABL on there stood for Airy Basketball League, and you see it says 2002. That was 18 years ago, and that makes me feel very old. Okay, everyone, let's try this week, just for fun, be a bit different. So it only plays 2 notes at once, so we'll see how we get on. Now this is From the Tiny Ant. The best thing about From the Tiny Ant is it's call and response. So I'll sing a line and you sing it back to me. So it's from the tiny ant, like that, okay? But I'll try to mouth it and help you if you're not sure. Just let's see how we go, okay? From the tiny ant to the elephant, from the snake to the kangaroo, from the snake to the kangaroo, from the great white shark to the singing lark. Care for them, it's up to you. 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 No one else will care for them. It's up, it's up, it's up to you. From the tabby cat to the desert rat, from the hamster to the chimpanzee, from the hamster to the chimpanzee, from the common tern to the crawling worm. Care for them, it's up to me. 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 No one else will care for them. It's up, it's up, it's up to me. Last time. From the mongrel dog to the snorting hog, from the badger to the platypus, from the badger to the platypus, from the small minnow to the white rhino, to the white rhino. Care for them, it's up to us. 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 No one else will care for them. It's up, it's up, it's up to us. Well done if you got through that. That was quite tricky. But always worth having a challenge, isn't it? Okay, we'll conclude our collective worship today with our school prayer. So if you'd like to join with me and if you agree with the prayer at the end, please do say Amen. Okay? Hold my hand, God, lead the way. Help me be good every day. Let me know what is wrong and right. Keep me safe in your guiding light. Let me know what you have planned. Lead the way, God. Hold my hand. Amen. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. If you'd like to stand up quietly and lead out the room.